What is going on, you guys? This is Bach the Rock, and tonight, guys, we're getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duels. So, we are going to be trying to finish up with a few hits and clicks here. So, we're going to be getting some of our stuff. We just finished the Infinite Duel Trials. I believe we just... So, we don't have any extras. I don't believe we do. Nope. We graduated from that, so which means we don't have to do it. And our missions. Alright, so before I go into story mode, guys, we are going into ranked match. I'm going to balance out a little bit. We're going to do ranked matches, and we're going to do... oh, and they just brought us back to... Alright. Alright, so I'll be going second. And guys, I'm going to see about trying to get up in the series. Meaning I'm going to have to start pushing myself a little bit. And using my head. So... I'll wait. But I'm going to see about getting a friend in here, so... Gaze of Timaeus. So that is a new substitution of, yeah. I'm not really a pro gamer, but I am just getting into some ranked, and this is just the start of season 52. But Fast Kid, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So he's playing the illusionist bubble magician. Only thing I know is what he's gonna do is he's gonna sacrifice them. Yep, I knew that one was coming. Yep, that was some bull. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's a stream sniper, because he would not destroy that unless he knew exactly where it was. So I'm gonna call out a stream sniper on that one. We're gonna re-get into another match. Seriously. Are they seriously gonna do this again? No, guys, because they've done this before. Like, if you go to solo or something, they will basically make you restart the game. Like, watch, I guarantee you that if I go into solo mode, I go right down here to the lock. Just watch. Play. See? That's it. I knew exactly what's going to happen. Because Konami cannot even make sure that their game does not even remotely do this all the time. All right. So we're going to try this again. We unlock that door. So we're going to take on the crawler decks. before we even think about weird going for the legacy pack cards. So we're going to use my deck before we use the loaner deck. Alright, where we go? All we got left is the loner deck. Yeah, we're gonna have to just dig in and do what we can do. Yeah, I think I messed up there. Mm. I could definitely already tell this one's going to be a pest. Alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright. So since we finished all that, we get to head to the goal. We'll skip it. So we cleared the gate. So we finished the Absolute Monarchs, the Elemental Lords, the Ruin and Demise. We actually finished all these until the... Wait, did we not finish the Chalice? I swore we just finished that. Alright. Oh, no, we didn't. We finished this one. We still have to finish the gift. Oh. So basically, this is going to be like one of those quest story modes. Gift of the Martyr. So we're going to start with the... Yep. We're going to start with using my deck. Or my deck. couple of the machines.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, nope. Yeah, that can go soak its head, because there was no way that that shot could have gotten me right there. Really? Yet, no. That can restart, because that deck can go soak its head. There is no possible way that that deck could have gotten me right there on my magic draw. Alright. Okay, I'm sorry. How exactly? You run around that BS by me again? This field bare and he can only draw one card. He ain't gonna be lucky. Alright, let's see. That's going to... Alright, guys, I'm gonna say this in advance. If you hear snoring in the background, I humbly apologize. Because the kind of cause and effect would be right in the corner where I'm pointing. And of course, it's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna try to stay clear with this, guys. So I need to check the decks real quick. So as you guys know, the currency on the top, on the top, on the top of the screen, you have dark, light, earth, water, fire, and wind. We have no wind things, so we are gonna have to look at each of the things. But what we're gonna do, guys, is we'll come back to Gift of the Martyr because we still have to do the secret powers of the secret partners and where the legacy world legacy lies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the shop, and you're all up, and you all up, and you all are probably wondering what I will be doing in the shop. So first off, we're gonna go down and we are gonna see about getting the Dark Magician specials if they still got it. So which means we have to go. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, these are the icons. These are the frames, wallpapers. These are the card cases. We already got the coins. Wait, is this it? Oh, shnikes. Yeah. Because here's the 4th anniversary stuff. They got the Evil Twin, which you can get 2 ultra rare Evil Twin things. And then they got the Dark Magician, which you could get a cool Dark Magician coin, but it cost 1,800. So what we're gonna do first? Let's see what. Okay, I can't open any yet. We're gonna open some legacy packs. So we're going 100. I'm gonna use up my legacy packs. So we have 100 legacy packs, which we get 2 cards apiece. So we got Gauntlet Warrior and Speed Warrior. Not a bad pull. We got the Elemental Hero Mariner and 3-headed Greedo. Magical Labyrinth and Wudon, the Resident of the Forest. Gusto Thunderbolt and Kuwagata. We got Mind on Air, and we got Mirror Mail, which is a good thing. Elephant Statue Disaster. And we got that. Okay, so we're getting some pretty good draws here. Succubus Knight. Let's see what we get in this one. Okay, you know what? We'll skip opening 100 and we're gonna take a look. So we got Code Talker. We got Raster Liger. We got Sky Scourge and Rise. Now we got Millennium Shield, which actually might come in handy if we can do that. Anti Demise Island, Sync Realm, number 44 Sky Pegasus, Flare Knight, Elemental Hero, Wild Wingman. Wow. DD Warrior, maximum 6. We got Gearfried the Swordmaster. A rare pull. But we need 2 cards for this one. We need Gearfried the Iron Knight and Release Restraint. Volton the engine. Okay, Cloudian, Sauropod. Actually, the Sauropod wouldn't come in handy. Goblin Recon Force, Toon Magician, Magical Golem. The Atmosphere, Stygan Street Patroller, Archipede Interceptor, Anarchist Monk. Anarchist Monk Ronshin, Trace Archifiend, a Duplicate, Darkstorm Dragon, Paul Thunder, Coach Captain Bearman. Oh dear Lord, have mercy. Guys, that is the weirdest card I've ever seen, even though looks like it's got a strong thing. Gear Guy Attacker. We got Battle Guard King. Okay, that's not bad. Marsh Macaroon. Flick Clown. Penguin Ninja. Mimic Maneater Bug. Oh, okay. Senjinjin. Final Flame. Rush Recklessly. Mystical Space Typhoon. Magical Dimension. If you control a spellcaster monster, target one monster you control. Tribute that target, then special summon one spellcaster monster from your hand. Then you can destroy one monster on the field. Okay, that was a little too close, but okay. I lost where we was at. Okay. We was about right here. Inferno Tempest. When you take 3,000 or more battle damage from one attack, activate this card, remove all cards, all monsters in each player's graveyard from play. Over Destiny, Bark of the Dark Ruler, Dark Scorpion Combination, Astral Barrier, Token Festival, DNA Checkup, Xyz Wraith, Pinpoint Guard. We even got Alexis's card, the Double Passe. Nice. World Legacy Awakens, Trickster Bloom, Keminati Attack, Practical, Elemental Hero Mariner, Demise Agent of Armageddon, Pumpkin the King of Ghost, Wudon the Resident of the Forest, Manar, Dark Eye Illusion, Shining Angel, Bombardment Beetle, Skull Knight number 2, Frontier Wiseman, Grey Wing. We got Agito, Kaido, Freeze Beast. Wait. Magical Marionette. Each time a spell card is activated, place one spell counter on this card. When that spell card resolves, When that spell card resolves, gain 200 attack for each spell counter on it. You can remove 2 spell counters or target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. I may see about that one. Outstanding Dog Marin, Gale Lizard, Elephant Statue, Elemental Dragon, Mind on Air, Gravoja, Parasitic Tiki, Firestorm Prominence, Destruction Cyclone, Radiant Spirit. I cannot read that one because it's so bright. Meiku, Master Barriers, King Pyron, Shadow Deliver, Gladiator Spartacus, Metabo, Globster, Speed Warrior. Shit, we got Speed Warrior and Shield Warrior. Nice. Noisy Gnat, Flame Speaking English, Dark Tinker, which is a tuna monster. Nice. Cross Swords Beetle, Sunny Pixie, Gauntlet Warrior, Spawn Alligator, Fairy Urcher, right. Reed Butterfly, Power Giant, Cosmic Compass, Speedbird, Spearfish Soldier, Gear Giano, Prodigious Puppeteer, Acorno. We got. Oh, we got Big Whale too. Nice. Super Defense Robot Monkey. Mecha Phantom Beast Hillard. Oh, we even got some of the we got Performer Pal Swordfish. Oh, that is cool. And then we got Performer Pal Bowhopper, Blackwing Decay the Illwind, DQ'd, Phantom Performer Pal Muffler Performer Pal Trump Panda, Performer Pal Chain Giraffe. We got a Mystic Elf, Hitatsu Giant, Baby Dragon, 2 Dark Chimera, Mystic Horsemen, Dark Zombies, Trail of the Prisoner, Winter Claver, Thunder Kid, Beautiful Headhuntress, Fairy Witch. Wow. Eldine, Steel Order out of 1, Living Vase. Okay, Alligator Sword. And we got Cave Dwelling Dragon. Nice. Man, some of these cards I remember. We even got the V Tiger Jet. Okay, let's see what we get for spells. Legendary Sword, Laser Cannon, Raise Body Heat, Ukazi will have to make a duplicate out of. Magical Labyrinth, Last Day of the Witch, Exile of the Wicked, Mystic Plasma Zones, Inspection. Cost of 500 life point. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, guys, call me crazy, but in this picture, do you not see what I'm seeing? Now, I'm going to take a look. And I'll drop a subtle hint. The guy wearing the armor. Take a look at the left. Now, if you smidge a shot right down where the pole is. Yeah, now you see where I'm getting at. No. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, what's going on, Rockstar Hudson? Welcome to the stream. Sorry about that. Majaju. Yeah, I'm not sending a pic to that. But, no. Okay. you notice that with some Yu-Gi-Oh card arts, they basically are using the unedited version in this. Good Lord, have mercy. One of y'all need to keep your mind out of the gutters. Anyway, we got Burning Land. We got Ebikyo Darkmord. Incandescence Ordeal. Order to Charge. Delta Attacker. Triangle Power. We got Back to Square One. Gift of the Martyr. Summoning Clouds. Seed Cannon. Six Strike Triple Impact. Ego Burst. Aquarium Lighting. Ida Boon. Minor Goblin Official. The Regulation of the Tribes. Regulation of the Tribes. Gift of the Mythical Soul Resurrection. Fire Cease. Piku Second. They even have the Chthonian cards. Super Junior Confrontation. Miracle Kid. Treasure Map. Terra Firma. Sorry about that, guys. Had to move the chair a little bit. Dang thing's uncomfortable. Especially when you got a cat that lays in it. So we got the Secret of the Gallants. We got By Order of the Emperor. Supernatural Regeneration. Seal of Wickedness. Revival of the Immortals. Black Wing Booby Trap. Fishman Rain. Five Brothers Explosions. Performer Power Revivals. Inspiration. Basically, we've gotten some pretty good pulls. All the way down to here. So we got the Subsurface Stage Divers. Which basically takes the Performer Pals. Alright. I got 46 more left. So I'm going to use 40 of the tickets. We're going to skip just so we can be able to see what we get in the pulls. So we got Ancient Pixie Dragon, Cucumber Horse, Soul Transitionings, Tank Dragon. Now, I'm gonna say this desk wallet definitely comes up. It would definitely be good to play in a Magic hand. The Earth Hex Sealed Fusion, Cryosphinx, Guilford the Legend, Dark Hunter, Pursuit Chaser, Lance Werndrum, Damage Eater, Light Ray Sorcerer, Gokapole, DMZ Dragon, XYZ Territory, Blasting Fuse, Vain Betrayer, Purge Ray, Guilty of the Dark Knight, and here's a luck shot. We get Hungry Burger. Now this card is a warrior type. I can never understand why that. Nobody. Just nobody, Steven. And guys, keep your mind out of the gutter. Keep your mind out of the gutter. But besides that point, so yeah, we got the Hungry Burger card. We got Crab Turtle. We got Drill Bug. Armored Axe. Mephisto the Internal General. Nubian Guard. Double Costin. We got Evan Magical Curing. Destiny Hero Captain Tenacious. Cyber Esper. Dawnbreak Gardener. Ocean's Keeper. Gem Armadillo. Power Giant. Blackwing Risotto the Tailwind. Gladiator Beast the Lanista. Speedbird Constellar Aldebaran. Oh, we got oh crap, which character was that? I can't remember which character ran this deck, but the character in chat, you may be able to help me out with this. So basically, they ran the Gaga Magician Girl. They ran the Do Warriors and Do Bots. I can't remember the main character, but if you check the relate cards, so you can see this. They got the Do Buster, the Onomatokage, Gargo Onomatado Pickup, Onomatopia, Do Draw. Now I know who it was. It was oh crap! It was Yuma Tsukumo. We got Performer Pal. Sorry, we got Performer Pal Spring Goose, Data Corn, Garbage Collector, another Performer Pal, Armored Lizard, Jellyfish, Giant Soldier Stone, Dark Plant, Firegrass, Herka, Claw Reacher, Gate Drag, Stone Ghost, Neck Hunter, Steel. They actually brought some of the old classics. Now for the spell card, we got Mystic Moon, Follow Wind, Suriai, Impenetrable Formation, Arm Changer, Sheen's Castle of Mist, Temple of the Sun, Blackwing Strife, XYZ Energy, Ego Boost, Link Hole, Fire Prison, Cycle of the World, Gamble. Wait. You got Gamble, D Shield, Elemental Absorber, Kid Guard, Fine, Light Spiral, Earthbound Wave, Wild Tornado, Treaty on Uniform Nomenclature, 3 of a kind. Okay. And then we can go ahead. Actually, we'll go ahead and use the rest of our tickets. Steven, dude, there's nobody but dude, just not tonight, okay? There isn't anybody behind there, right? Final Ritual, Elemental Soldier, Elemental Hero Flash, Putrid Pudding Body Buddies, Wicked Dragon with the Estra's Head, Pendulum Machine, Brave Cesar, the Oppressed People, and the Thunder Short would definitely be good. Former PAL recasting. And that uses up all of our that uses up all of our legacy packs. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I am going to try to finish this up, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm possibly gonna hop over to DBD, Fortnite, or probably switch over to pretty much you know. But we're going to get into a couple of ranked matches just to see what I can do. Plus, I definitely need to see about getting some gems. There's no response to the game, sir. Are you kidding me right now? Oh, dear Lord, have mercy. Wow, I have an exclamation point up here. Let's see. Check this out real quick. Oh, okay. So basically, they just tell us what cards we play. Okay. Alright. don't remember him. I'm losing my head there. I'm losing my head right now. All right, so what we're gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna try solo mode, see what's going on, see if it's gonna act up like it did the previous time. We're gonna go under a training and stories kind of deal. And of course, it's gonna do the same thing again. David, I will say this calmly: it's family right now because of it's because of the living situation, so I have to figure something out. Okay? It's been like this for quite a while, and to be honest with you, I'm about ready to just get some flex tape and handle the problem myself. Anywho, let's just let it go. That's the best thing I can do at this point. Alright, so what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some dual training. Like it. Like I said, guys, we're gonna do some dual strategies. I'm gonna try to play through and try to get some cards and try to just, do what I can do. Because honestly, I do want to finish up some of these solo stories in the events kind of deal. Let's do this. Okay, Sentinel creature. Now the unit 75 volt. So basically, this guy's going to be running solid bedrock, which is what the deck's called in their opinion. Oh dear Lord, have mercy. Can they think of anything? Can they think of anything original here? Like, I mean, come on. Alright. Alright. Uh. What the heck? I was about to say, you guys see that? Like the whole game just literally broke for 1 minute. I was like, yeah, seriously. Alright. Marmoting Captain. What do they have? What card do they? Reinforcement of the army. Destruction Jammer. Field Parts Trap Hole. And you also get, oh, you get the Sand Gamete. What do you get in the practices? 600. 600. 600. And 600. Okay. So, we're going to move on to... Wait. Okay. For a second, I was like, wait a minute. How did I mess up there? The Fortnite Pass, I already in up to level 85. I just got to finish the whole thing for Bugs Bunny. But I'm going to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit, and then, like I said, I'll hop over to Fortnite, so... That's just what my plan... That's just what my plan's going to be. Okay... Let's see now. Acquisition. me see where I'm at on gyms real quick. Okay. So first off, here's what I am gonna do. I'm getting you. I want the anniversary stuff. So we have to go all the way down. Secret packs. No. No. No, we gotta go with that. What's this? I want to get. Okay, you know what? I can always earn more gems. We'll see what we get in here. Okay. Alright, let's see what we get in here. We got Fancy Ball. WP Fancy Ball. Hail to the Fire Chandler. Saphira, Divine Dragon of the Voiceless Voice. S-Force Dog Tag. Monster Rebone. Gravity Controller. Alchemic Magician. Side Frame Lord Zeta. Stardust Charge Warrior. And we get the Jaden Yuki combo, which is the Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster. We get Cyber Eltanian, Heroic Challenger Double Lance, Minerva Light Sworn Maiden, Bujinji Fox, what's going on, Lulu? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We got Psyframe Delta Threader, Time Thief Regulator, Time Thief Regulator, Time Thief Regulator, Time Thief Regulator, Tenyi Spirit Adhata, Zubaba Bancho Gagaga Coat, S-Force Gravento, S-Force Platina, S-Force Razor Edge, Edge Razor, Beta Evolution Pill Ultrascendence, Lair Wire, Crystal Conclave, we got another Eternal Soul, Magical Musket Crooked Crown, Time Thief Flyback, Time Thief Flyback, Small Scuffle, we got Crystal Beast Amber Mammoth, Defender the Magical Knight, Evotile Odonto, Mermail Abyssinius, Blackwing Orosha the Squall, Sphere Karibo. We got 2 of the Psyframe Beta, 3 of those, Protector of the Blue Eye, Time Thief Bezel Ship, Infinite Track Anchor Dog, S-Force Orifice, Spriggan's Brothers, Rock Scales Side Driver, Watt Adjustment, Galaxy Storm, Different Dimension Deep Sea Trench, Side Frame Circuit, Abyss Script, Abysstamen, Unisong Tuning, Time Thief Hack, Psychic Fervor, Time Thief Startup, Yang Zing Creation, Psyframe Overlord, Psyframe Accelerator, Infinite Machine, Spin Turn, Crush Run, Dream Mirror, Emancipated Relief, Exode Fires of Rage, So basically, they just gave us some Exodia cards. But we get 2 for the price of 1, so not bad. Oh no. And then I think I made a boo-boo, chat. I think... Okay, we got the gold pass. Okay. And all these are basically... Wait. Yep. You get 10 packs, but they're all limited 1 per player. And... But where's the... Where's Dark Magician Anniversary Pack? Oh, it's right there. And it's 1800. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna have to earn the... We're just gonna have to earn them. Oh, dear Lord have mercy. We got luck at the draw, but, you know... Let's get in a couple duels and see if we can get that. And then we'll probably have to go back to solo mode and earn some gems. I'll go second. Say a Woody. What's she running? Void Apocalypse. Something tells me this isn't gonna be good. Not good. Very not good. Okay. Here's my move. It's a risky one, but chat, I'm going for the biscuit. Next move, I'll play the Skull Angel. Up. See, I hate it when people do that. You play one card and then they're like, mother. Chat, is my headset still working? Gonna double check it real quick. Give me... Okay, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Basically, when I was moving the chair, because trying to get this dang thing so dang comfortable, I shook up my water, which basically... Yeah. Because I have one of those carbonated waters, which they will instantly decide, oh, hey, we got enough carbon in them, they're going to explode. Or they're like the fucking... the fudging carrot from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Alright. So we're going to start my turn. Alright. I'm going to try to... And you guys are probably wondering, how come I haven't made it up to the silver or vice versa yet? Well, guys, it's because every time I've gotten up to the silver or possibly any other area, I get players who constantly want to pull shenanigans. And we're talking like Farva type of style shenanigans from Super Troopers. Nabbit. Oh, is it my turn? Nope. I'm just making double sure. Alright. And he's playing Kaido. Okay, that's not bad, not bad. While we're waiting for him to make his move. Alright. Alright, so... a couple plans I need to do. One, since he allowed my... Alright. What's this? Okay, Thomas, the only thing I can say is if you're gonna build a deck, the best thing I would say is just use a structure deck And like, if you're gonna build a deck, the first thing I would say is start off with using like a structure deck that you're used to, and then you could just modify around it. Or if anything else, you could always create your own deck, and then just look up cards that you think would work in your deck. The downside with that one is if you were to look up cards, like say hypothetically that you wanted to put if you wanted to put like Mirage of Nightmares or anything like that in that combo, you cannot do it. Because if you check the Konami ban list, they have Mirage of Nightmares, Pot of Greed. Pretty much they banned any cards that will allow you to draw more than one card or more than two cards. And that's pretty much the gist of what they did. All right. I have to play. I'll get half of the attack points back. Plus, thanks to the standby phase of Leech Kizatai, I get life points half to the attacking to the monster it's equipped to. Of course, the downside is I'm gonna have to do it quick. So, the best way I could explain it, Thomas, is like say you were building a machine deck. Yeah, that's a smart move, but some people would actually think they would need to balance. So, like, if you made a Jinzo deck and then use like monsters for substitution and stuff like that, then the one thing you're gonna want to do is throw in cards that can help your life points. Like for example, I'm running the Magic Vortex deck, but I threw in like Leech Kizatai. To help me out with all the problems. If that kind of makes sense. What the heck? Oh, crap. let's see. I still don't have anything. Alright. Right now I ain't got nothing. So, chat, here's the thing. Right now I got nothing in my hand. Okay? I have 3 cards face down, so I'm trying to snuff the bluff. Or basically snuff a bluff to make them think I got a card that's face down. But the problem is, I have 3 spell cards face down, and I cannot keep bluffing like it's a game of poker. If I could get something out on the field or a... Yep, you know what? I'm gonna have to take the loss here, guys. Because my hand just gave me nothing, and it pretty much was like... And it pretty much like, just pretty much got me 3 ways to Sunday. But, I wonder, what did I... Yeah, I only win 1 duel. And if I'm right, I think I did one of my conditions. Seriously, I did. In order to pass the proficiency test, you must complete the test following conditions. You have to ritual summon and pendulum summon and link summon. I did. My Lord have mercy. Okay, guys. To be fair, I have done the ritual summonings because every time I've had Blackluster Soldier, I was able to get him lickety split out on the field. So I don't know if Konami's like trying to say, "Oh, hey, well, you're not doing this condition to try to pass your Master Duels exams." Well, I could tell them this much. I know one thing they're not passing, and then I could name 3 things. Only one I could call out is common sense. Seriously?
Alright. So here's what I'm doing. So, Form 4. They're gonna be planning something. Because he's got Form 4, the only thing they can do is Synchro. Yep. Why was I not smart on that? However, good thing I use common sense to protect myself. I'm sorry. You want to Popa? You want to give the you want to give the Popa hookah and tell me that again? Okay. This guy's really pushing the P's and Q's right now. Wait. What card is he gonna? What card did he? Okay. I'm about to. Okay. Nope. Okay. Get my 1,000 knives back, but. Wait. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Well, actually, it's a good plan. Because, chat, the one move I needed was I need to get her in the graveyard. During my standby phase, I get 200 points of life points back, which is not a bad call. But if this poker keeps taking... You have got to be... Okay. Okay. See... Guys, this is where I'm going to tell you where Konami drops the ball. Making a Time Thief deck... So basically what you're telling me is that if you have cards on a good deal, they're going to be sitting there like, oh, well, we're going to make a Time Thief deck where we can steal cards off the top of your deck. Think you'll come again. That's basically what they're doing. if you, what are you? Yep, these putzes ain't gonna stay on the field for very long. Oh, come on, you. Okay, that's it. If this card does not flambe those 2 cards, chat, I'm surrendering. And then I'm going to be, if I do a YouTube vid, I am definitely calling out Konami on how much dope they were smoking before they made a deck like this. Okay, yep, nope. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be talking about how much dope they are smoking. What goes in? What goes in the last 2 sections? What do you mean by that? What goes in the last 2 sections? What do you even mean by that? Like, seriously, it's like every deck you try to go around, and basically, Konami's like, nope, you can't do that. Okay. Not trying to put in some sarcasm here, dude, but if I didn't know what you meant, what you were saying, I wouldn't have asked. What's a 21? What the? Hold on. No, I don't know what it. Dude. Look, I'm trying not to get easily frustrated, but with how things have been lately, past couple of days, I've had to deal with a lot of stress. On top of that, just things have been up and down, left and right. So it's not your fault, bub. I'm not trying to sound like I'm being hostile. It's just how things have been lately. Okay, Keeper of Dragon Magic. Alright. Alright, so first off, I will activate Shard of Greed. Next, I'll set Dark Renewal. I'll play Magician's Valkyria. Play that so I can play you. Now let's hope this will work. Thank you. Well, fact of the matter is, with the stress, it's been the same thing. Now, I've talked to a couple buddies of mine, and they were telling me that if I'm so stressed out, I should see about getting on medicinal marijuana, which, I would do, but again, if I ask for advice I pretty much get my head chewed off, or people will assume I'm just going to use it for a crutch instead of using it to mellow out. Like, and I'm going to be honest, chat. I'm not one of those arrogant people that will use it constantly. Now, I'll put it this way. Like, let's say I came home from an average Joe job, okay? I've had stress. I dealt with a lot of stuff left and right. Kosher stuff. I come in. I sit, I get comfortable. Now, if I were to take a little hit and then relax while I'm live streaming, then it's like, okay, no problem. Now, I'm not going to be one of those people that is going to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to toke and get a good hit. Then I'm going to go out for a drive, get some junk food, and then come back. Because for 3 reasons on that one. Number one, that's pretty much a stupid move, because if you get pulled over, then the police can test you. Exactly. Oh, is it still my... Oh no, it's the opponent's turn. True Light. Your opponent cannot target Blue Eyes White Dragon in your monster card zone with card effects. If this face-up card is sent from the spell and trap card zone to the graveyard, destroy all monsters you control. Oh, so that really that is that is like 3 times I've wound up doing this. No. I'm not gonna do that because to be honest, I have seen a lot of gamer rage videos where people will punch a punching bag. Heck, if I remember correctly, there was one gamer rage video where a guy had one of those I forget I don't know what they're called, but they're like punching dummies that look like people and basically look like UFC people, you know what I'm talking about, like with the face and stuff like that. Well, basically he dressed it up like an actual person, and when he started raging at video games, he started punching the heck out of it. The guy got raided on basically because people thought he was actually punching a person. It's ridiculous, but at the same... Please tell me this isn't going to do that again. A game server error has occurred. Okay, Konami. Fix the mother flipping game. Every time with this. I mean, you already cut... I mean... Well, it's not the fact that I need gamer rage. It's the fact that, people do stupid stuff and people can take things out of context. All right, here's what I'm going to do. First off, I'm going to try backing out and then redoing the ranked. How long have I been streaming this? Almost 2 hours. So I'm going to try this again. If it does this whole thing again where it's at... Yeah, and then of course, if I go over to solo mode, they're going to be like, oh, so sorry, but you have to back out the game and then restart it again. They do that every time with this. Alright, we'll do this. Practice, loner deck. And then, of course, right here, you're going to go second. And then it says, oh, a gamer server error has occurred every time. And then you have to hit the reboot button. And then you have to get all that. Anyway, but like what I was saying before I was waiting. So, chat, like I was saying, but there was a gamer rage video of a guy who had one of those punch dummies, like what UFC fighters have to train themselves to know, like, to go for the jaw, go for the chest, stuff like that. The guy dressed it up like a regular person, like shirt, hat, glasses, stuff like that. And then the guy got mad. I don't know what game it was. I think it was like League of Legends, World of Warcraft. It was some game where basically it was like a tower defense clone that people keep telling me you have to try. But the long story short of the situation was the guy basically got angered and Hulk smashed the dummy. So basically, he wound up pretty much damaging up the dummy, and all the viewers are sitting there thinking, "Oh crap, he's beating the living tar out of a person. We need to call the police." Now, guys, I will tell you one thing though. I'm expecting I'm going to tell you guys this ahead of time because I'm going to have to wait at least 5 days or so. I am expecting a couple packages. Okay. Number one, guys. Oh dear Lord! What the heck is that? Oh, miracle! Wait, miracle ejector. Okay. Oh, that looks like a baby dark magician. All right. So I'm expecting a couple of packages to come up this week, and I'm going to be doing an unboxing and unbagging video. It is going to be long, but you guys are going to find what I have or what I got pretty interesting. And the other thing, guys, is that basically I'm going to have to, I am going to have to also start doing videos or YouTube vids or live streams where I will have to honestly rate animes pretty much. And I said rate, like give them, like, judge them by storyline, plot, or if I can speak right. Storyline, plot, whether I think the graphics are too bloody duddy. Basically those kinds of things. And in each vid, if I rate the anime, I will put the trailer for the anime in the thing. So, like, let me think of an anime for an example. So like, if I was watching like Demon Slayer, then it's like, I'll put the trailer in the thing. You guys can jump off the video, watch the trailer, and then you can be able to be like, okay, so this looks like a good anime, but what's the verdict and what you think? So, all right, Steven, welcome. You get some good rest, but take it easy and just do what you can do. All right. Oh. Oh, this guy's gonna try to OTK like crazy. Yep. You see, guys, if Konami wants to do something and balance the games, then they need to take some of the decks out to the point where it's like, yeah, because it's just ridiculous on what they do. See, because all they're doing, because you guys see this, all they're doing every time is they keep picking cards out, putting cards back in the deck, picking cards out, putting cards back in the deck. This guy has already, see, this guy has already done 10 cards already. And then all he does is just play the same cards, play Miracle Fusion, play Polymerization, play Miracle Fusion, do this, do that, da 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 da. And what's this? Oh, wow. Contrast hero. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. Yeah. Alright, when I get done with this match, guys, I'm going to show you guys this guy's deck. And then I'm going to point out that Konami needs to ban this deck. Good, look at this. Look at this. All he does is flip through mass change, polymerization. Flip through everything, even during an opponent's turn. And then I know what's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen. I'm going to try to play one of my monsters effects. And then they're going to be like, "Oh no, you can't play that effect. Oh no, you can't play that effect." What? I swear that. There we go. All right. Oh my Lord, have mercy! Really? Yep. Go. Mm-mm. Alright. No, I am showing this deck, and then I'm going to point out right now. Hold on a second. So, hold on. Okay. Okay. So, first off, look right here. This was the guy I got it. This was the deck. Okay? So, you guys see this. he runs Elemental Hero, Drill Lockbird. Then he runs Max C. Neospacians. Okay, Ash Blossoms. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Konami needs to start barring the Ash Blossoms. Like, for example, if they need to either limit it down to one, or they need to just pretty much say, okay, we can't have Ash Blossom going around through the thing. Because look, this guy has 1, 2, 3. Then they have all the Destiny heroes. Alright? So I got no problems with that. But here's the cards I have the problem with. We have here. Now read this effect. Okay? Let's read this effect. Must be special summoned by mass change. Any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead, once per turn. If your opponent adds a card from their deck to their hand, except during the draw phase or damage step, you can banish one random card from your opponent's hand. That card needs to be shot. Okay? Let's look at another one. Let's look at another one. Now, this one, I can give a kudos because this is like the Elemental Hero Thunder Giant one. Okay? So I'm leaving that one alone. Elemental Hero Aqua Neos. I will give him kudos for that one. Okay? I'll give him a pass. Elemental Hero Sunrise. His effect doesn't look that bad. Give him a pass. Vision Trinity. Vision Hero Trinity. After this card is fusion summoned for the rest of this turn, this card's attack becomes doubled its original attack points, which 2,500 doubles up to 5,000. This fusion summon can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase and cannot attack directly. Okay. So this effect, I'll give an okay pass. This one. Oh, shoot. This one. Okay, now let's read this one. Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Okay? You can only use one of the following of Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcers once per turn. Quick effect. You can destroy both one card you control and one card on the field. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can activate this effect. Special summon one Destiny Hero monster from your graveyard during the standby phase of your next turn. Okay. Now, let's backtrack. We said that this card needs to be shot, banned. Don't need to be in around the decks. Okay? This card, same thing as the first. Shot, banned, needs to be out of the game. Okay? Then, next. This one. Contrast Hero Chaos. This card can be treated, this card is always treated as an Elemental Hero card. Okay? Now let's read this effect. And it won't let me zoom down. Must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. While face up on the field, this card is also light attribute. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can target one face up card on the field. Negate the target's effect until the end of the turn. Of this turn. Yeah. Again. This card, like the last two. Shot, banned, need to be gone. Because people can get up to 3 of those cards. And then they can easily rip around the decks. Okay? And to prove my point. Look. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, next up. It wasn't that one. This one. If this card is special summoned from an extra deck, you can activate this effect. For the rest of this turn, your opponent cannot activate cards, as also cards your opponent controls cannot activate their effects. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this effect's activation. Now, this card, shot, banned, needs to be gone. All right. I am sorry, Chad. I know there are going to be Yu-Gi-Oh players that are saying that I'm only complaining about the effects because they are overpowered, and you'd be right. Like, put it this way: Konami already banned cards you cannot use in combo decks anymore. Like, for example, Pot of Greed, Mirage of Nightmare. There are cards that you could use that have a good specific combo, and Konami's like, oh no, we're just going to cut players at the balls and let them mix around the decks. I'm sorry, but that's ridiculous. All right. Let's see. All right, guys. I'll do this for 45 more minutes, and then after that, I'll switch over to Fortnite because I want to try to finish up the Bugs Bunny motif. And the best way I can level up is either through Lego Odyssey or any other game mode. All right, let's see. Okay, I got a good hand. Got Dark Magician on the first draw. Oh, Dictator of D. Yep, this is going to be one of them guys that's going to play like the Blue Eyes Electric. Why am I not surprised? Because I can guarantee that one of these guys is going to try to go for the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That is the only reason, that is the only pocket of the belt that they're going to get. Okay. Okay. So, card in defense mode. Part of me wants to risk it and summon the Dark Magician, but I'm going to wait. See, that is exactly what I was talking about.
Okay. I'm gonna have to think of a better battle plan. Let's hope I can get this. Haha! Alright, Chad, I think I might have a battle plan that's crazy enough to work. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, I'm gonna have to prepare myself. Okay, half of 25 would be 1250, I believe. Half of 34 would be 1200. Wait, didn't they say something about Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon? Which refuses Let's wait. Check specifics. Please use it as. Alright. First off, Bleach Kizatai's effect kicks in. So I get 1700 life points back. Alright. We have to wait. What? Wait. What the heck is going on? What the heck? Oh. No. Let me see that card. What the heck? If a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the draw phase, you can send this card from your hand. For the rest of this turn, cards cannot be added from either player's main deck to the hand. Are you on glue? Look at you, literally on. Okay, chat, I'm watching my wording very carefully right now. Very, very carefully, because I'm on pins and needles. Yep. This deck can go soak its head. Alright, at 225. Yeah, this deck can go soak its head, and I am going to tell you guys what cards need to be barred, shot, and pretty much gone. Alright. So let's backtrack that. Let's backtrack that, okay? So right here, confirm opponent's deck. So number 1, Blue Eyes White Dragons. No problem. Then you have these. The White Stone of Legend, which you can add, which gives you the ability, if this card is sent to the graveyard, to add Blue Eyes from your hand, Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand to your deck. No problem. This card, okay? Now let's read this. Now let me move my camera just a smidge, and we're gonna do a little bit of education here. Okay, Droll and Lockbird. If a card is added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the draw phase, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard for the rest of this turn. Cards cannot be added from either player's main deck to the hand. Now, this card, kind of like with the 3 I already said, put on the list of what needs to be shot, banned, and pretty much taken out of play, this card adds on. So this is card number 4. So which means Konami definitely needs to rerun through the deck system and be like, oh, okay, you know, if these cards are causing problems, guess what? They need to be shot. Point blank. Is your deck a troll kind of bud? No, no, Randy. Basically my deck, I run through a good combo of trying to use magic and trap cards, but I also tried to throw in some life point cards. So it's not kind of a troll vibe. It's basically trying to balance out. Because I always play a 60 carder to try to help me out a little bit. But people say I shouldn't play 60 cards because then it causes problems. Alright. Let's see what I get on the draw. Alright. I'm kind of stuck here. If I can take a risk here. Just go to... Honestly, I was thinking about going Tune, but some of the... I would have to read the effects. Then I'd have to figure out how to work around it. Because the problem would be the Toon World card. If that makes sense. Because, like, if you have the Toon World card, then what it does is you have to pay 10,000, or not 10,000. Yep.
You have to pay 1,000 life points to activate Toon World, and then you have to go through the procedures of following exactly what you need to do. Of course, what I'm getting tired of is people always, I got the patrol bot. Nice, nice. But what I'm getting tired of is every time I'm playing a match online, people want to be like, oh, okay, we're going to disappear. What? Ritual summon a monster 3 times. I've done ritual monsters. So how do they expect me to practice? Okay. Here we go. You will clear the hold on. Practical exam. Okay, let me take a look at this. You will clear the section once all the course. Come on, brain, quit stuttering like Porky Pig, please. You will clear the section once all of the clear conditions have been met in events, duels, ranked duels, casual matches. Please see the clear conditions section under practical exam in the proficiency test menu for more details. If you surrender a duel, that duel will not count in your clear conditions. I've done 2 link summons. Pendulum summons I haven't done yet because I don't have any decks that could do pendulum summons, and I have done some ritual summons. Like, I've already taken the test. I don't understand. And I believe I am in ranked duels, aren't I? Okay, let me check my ranking. Season 51. Oh, yeah, your status and rate. I think that's kind of ridiculous. Because apparently you have to beat through all the silver, all that. Alright, so I'm facing up against someone by the name of Skull Kid. Oh, that does not. Oh. Right, I almost forgot. I gotta fix the camera. Camera display. Alright. Oh. It's not you or your connection. It's the game. Yeah, I kind of figured that one because, like I said, sometimes Konami's game just likes to be a pain in the butt. Alright, so Skull Kid has not made a move. Let's see. I have Berry Magician Girl, Lemon Magician Girl, Electromagnetic Toidle, and Bond between teacher and student, and Magic Cylinder. If you control Dark Magician, special summon 1 Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, or graveyard. Soul Resume. Yep, Skull Kid's gonna be running with the Resonator deck, no doubt about it. Because I got a real sneaky suspicion he is going to be running with the doggone Red Dragon Archfiend deck. Well, Randy, I will say this. I have made complaints about the Yu-Gi-Oh game. The one thing that I think Konami did, which was kind of a boneheaded, stupid, and pretty much not smart, is making the whole ban list thing, and then deciding, oh hey, you know, we're gonna remove these cards from play so people can't use them. Okay, so he's playing Rising Dragon. Okay. Alright. And of course, he's going to play another Resonator. And he's going to play another. Okay, hey Randy, let me ask you something, man. Have you ever seen a movie called Johnson's Family Vacation? I know it sounds like a weird movie, but I forget who's the name of the character is from the not Steve Wilco, Steve Hyde, the Steve Harvey show. Oh yeah, Crimson Gaia. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Because I can guarantee you. Let's read through this. Let's have a little education here, guys. So, I'm gonna, yep, because it's gonna do the Red Dragon Archfiend effect. If this card is sent from the monster card zone to the graveyard, you can special summon one Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra deck. This is treated as Synchro Summon. Then, if this card was sent to the graveyard as Synchro material for a Dark Synchro Dragon Synchro monster, you can destroy all attack position monsters your opponent controls. Now, this card needs to be pretty much shot, banned, gone. Yep. Okay. Because I can just about guarantee. Yep. And they're going to do it again. Again. And again. And again. And again. And again. Oh, look at that. And again. Hey, look, Randy, man, you don't have to retract all your messages. You're welcome to keep them up on the. You're welcome to keep them up on the chat because I know pretty much people will probably agree with you there on some of your stuff. You know. Alright. So let's see. It kind of is, but I'm trying to. Like I said, even though it's all over the place, it does help me out from time to time. You know. So it is a bit all over the place, but at the same time, it does help me with the where it needs to go. Yeah, because look at this crap. Wait, what did he? Red Nova Dragon. Yeah. Okay, this card definitely needs to be shot and taken out of the game. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you're gonna run Red Dragon Archfiend, you sure as heck ain't gonna need something overpowered like this. Cause hold on, let me pull that card back up. Read here. 2 tuner monsters plus Red Dragon Archfiend. Gains 500 attack points for each tuner in your graveyard. Cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. And when an attacking opponent monster declares an attack, you can target the attack monster, banish this card, and if you do, negate the attack. Yep, but it's still gonna affect, so it can't, even if it's destroyed. What? Oh yeah, you know what? Go soak your head. I'm backing out of this one. We're gonna go over that. We're gonna go over this deck, and I'm gonna tell you guys what cards need to be shot from that deck and which cards need to be just barred and banned. So let's go back to the history, the match history. Okay. So let's see. Match history. Skull Kid. Okay. Confirm opponent's deck. Okay. Now let's take a look. The last card we talked about. Needs to be shot. Banned. Gone. Okay. The Resonators, we have no problem. Maxi, we have no problem. Ash Blossoms, again, we have a little bit of an issue. So basically it needs to be banned, shot, and gone. Because people always run 3 Ash Blossoms. So Resonator. Don't know that one. Know the Archifiends. So some of those I know pretty well. And also it depends on your effects too. So you guys can't. So you guys got to pretty much understand the perspective here. Okay. So that one's okay, that one's okay, that one's okay, that one's okay. Resonator Call is okay. Falling Down, Soul Fist. So most of these cards are okay. All right, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt with those. Let's see, the Trap, Archifiend's Roar, Red Cocoon. Yeah, they need a limit on certain cards like this one, Infinite Impermanence. They need a limiter on 1 or 2. Red Rain, Crimson Fire. Fiendish Chains needs to be limited down to a 1. Red Zone. Now we're gonna look at the synchro cards that need to be banned and shot. Okay. So let's take a look. Cabal, the Dragon Blade. If this card is on the field, if this card on the field is destroyed, you can target one face-up monster. The field, that monster cannot attack on the field. That monster cannot attack until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only use Cobalt. Okay, that one's good. Red Dragon Archfiend. These are the problems we have. So first off, you got Red Dragon Archfiend, and people run with 2 of these. So just to give you guys a little education here. After damage calculation, if this card attacks an opponent's defense position monster, destroy all defense position monsters your opponent controls. Now they need to nerf that effect. Once per turn, during your end phase, destroy all other monsters you control that did not declare an attack this turn. This card must be face up on the field for active effect to resolve. Okay, so those 2 are good. But they need to limit it to 1, that you can carry 1 of these cards in the deck. Second, this one, Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend. This card name becomes Red Dragon Archfiend while on the field or in the graveyard once per turn. You can destroy as many other special summoned effect monsters on the field as possible with attack less than or equal to this card's. Then inflict 500 points to your opponent for each monster destroyed. And he runs 2. Wait. Oh no. This one's Scarlight. This one's Scarred. So again, we're going to have an issue. The effect's good, but it needs only 1. But it's luck of the draw on to get fissures the problem. Now, there was one card I saw that pretty much, this one, Red Nova Dragon. I'm sorry, but Konami, if you're watching this card needs to be shot, banned, and forbidden. Because basically, you're telling people that if it can negate a trap card. Okay? So like it says, cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. Again, this one cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. So Red Nova Dragon and Red Supernova Dragon needs to be shot, banned, out of the game. Because this is the thing. If you're gonna be pretty much reckless and think, oh hey, we're gonna ban Mirage of Nightmares, so people can't combo with decks, and we're gonna ban Pot of Greed, then that's one thing. Yeah, but here's the problem. Trying to do it twice in the same turn is like pulling teeth. You have to have a good accuracy, and you have to have a good way to do it. I'm not trying to say that, like Seal of Sea. Wait, are you talking about the Seal of Orichalcos card? Because you said, like, the Seal of C. Okay. Okay. Well, when you said Seal of C, I didn't know what you meant exactly. That's why I was making sure I knew exactly what you meant. And, dude, and Randy, you don't need to keep retracting your messages, but, okay? If you put your messages in the chat, you don't have to keep retracting them. You can just keep them up. So if people want to debate about it, each of the situations, it's like, okay, you know, you can see the perspective, you can see the problem. You get what I'm saying? So you don't need to keep retracting your messages. Because also you're giving pointers, and that's not a bad thing if you're giving pointers. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see. Now, are these guys going to keep being slow? That's the other question. Oh. Come on, really? I swear, I know a buddy who could eat like 10, Well, and Randy, I'm not saying I don't like the game, okay? But the problem I have with it is like when Konami did the whole ban list crap, that's where the problems lie. Like that's where the sleeping dogs lie kind of a bit. You get what I'm saying? He did not just... Wait a minute. What the heck? How did my Skullangel... Okay, hold on. How did my Skullangel wind up in the graveyard and its effect did not trigger? Okay. This guy is going to really want to double passe, then we're going to double passe. I swear, that if they say that this card's face up... Hold on, I want to see this. Oh, okay. Are you... Yet... I'm backing out of this match. Yeah, this card right here definitely needs to be shot out of the game. See, Randy, I'm going to explain this. But basically, Konami just pretty much kicks every player in the freaking balls where like basically they'll ban certain cards that you can't get or can't use, and then it's like, oh hey, we'll make these decks that people are gonna have to buffer around or butcher around just so they can beat the decks. Now, like seriously, if Konami wanted to give me run me the wrong way and say, oh, so what's this I hear you about filing a complaint? I'll flat out tell them. I'll say, it's ridiculous that you make a ban list. You ban cards that people would like to use, and the only reason why you ban them is because you guys think the effects are flawed. So like, for example, if you guys remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX when Jaden faced off against the Spirit of Jinzo, you guys remember the combo he used, the Mirage of Nightmare and Emergency Provisions debacle. Basically, what he did, he used Emergency Provisions, and when he used Emergency Provisions, well, he didn't use it right off the bat. Basically, what he did was he played Mirage of Nightmares. Now, most people use this as skill as a good idea at the last minute. So basically, what the player would do is, if they're down to one card and they have Mirage of Nightmares, then they would play Mirage of Nightmares, draw 4 cards, and then once they draw 4 cards, it's like, oh hey, you know, we draw 4 cards, but we have to get rid of Mirage of Nightmares before the second effect kicks in. Which the second effect means that if you don't use your cards by your opponent's next draw phase, you have to discard them, or you have to randomly discard cards. Well, are you flipping kidding me? Okay, what the heck was that card? Okay, the Sky Maneuver. You have got to be kidding me. You control 3 or more cards and then okay. Yeah, Konami definitely needs to shot some of these cards on the ban list. I am going to tell you that right now. Okay, go ahead. Okay. My favorite guy was Bakura. Okay. Randy, I'm gonna throw out a good piece of advice here. I would highly recommend you try to watch farther after the original, because for one thing, when people play these kind of games, what they always do is that they would use the combos they would see in the anime. Like when it gets farther into GX, 5Ds, or Zexal, then they literally pick up the ball and pretty much be like, okay, you know, these people know what they're doing. Like the storyline, that's one thing, but they also throw in. What? Okay. Yep. Guess what? You go on bye-bye. So which means I get my card back up to power level. The evil one was the... Well, for starters, I can understand why you probably didn't watch the current generations. I can understand that one, but it would be a good idea to at least give them a look-see. So, like, if you do play the game, you can always pick up some strategies here and there and be like, okay, Oh wow. Now, like the Sky Strikers, I will say this: they do really honk me off because it's like some people always put cards in the deck to make it where you go to attack, kind of like the Red Dragon Archfiends. You try to find some way around them, then they overpower you, and then it's like, and it's kind of like you getting thrown out of the Quickie Mart in The Simpsons. You get thrown out, and then the guy goes, "Thank you, and never come back again." Pretty much like that. Excuse me. Alright, you know what? This is all this guy's doing. Is pretty much life point autoing and pretty much doing all that stuff. I'm just going to surrender, and then I'm going to use the facility and pretty much switch over to Fortnite or something just to get my Steam under control. Because, guys, I'm going to be honest here. Well, Randy, like I said, you could always talk to other people about it and see if they can help you catch up or help you watch the other animes. It just highly depends. But besides that, guys, I'm going to tell you this. First off, I'm gonna get my stuff for my pass, which I know I have only 49 days left because I want to try to get the. Where is it? Because I want to get the. I swear, I just saw the mother chicken. Was it on 75? This one right here. It's the Dino Wrestler Pankratops. So it looks kind of cool. I would actually love to get that, but it's gonna have to take a few days to do it. So So I'm not gonna just go 1-2, 1-2, back and forth. I'm just gonna have to try to do solos, do all kinds of stuff, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Ami, we're doing great today. I'm actually just about ready to get off of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm gonna switch over to Fortnite, but first things first, I have to take a bit of a breather, like use the facility and get my head on track. So it is what it is. So guys, I will try to be back as soon as I can. If you guys like the content, be sure to like, subscribe, and favorite. Comment down below. Turn on the notification bell so anytime I go live, you get the ring-a-ding-ding. Know I'm in the bling. If you guys are from the other side of the world, have a good morning, good evening, good night. If you're from the other side of the world, reverse and reverse. If you're from the good old USA, have a good night, do a good morning, do a good day. I will keep that in mind. But anyway, guys, Bach the Rock sign out. Like I said, gonna use the facility when I get back. We're gonna be playing some Fortnite. And so I'll see you guys in a few. If I don't see you guys, I'll catch you guys on